situation involving influencer HSTikkyTokky is insane. Well, hello you gorgeous donut. It finally happened. One of the most notorious influencers to ever come out of the UK has been arrested. This man is HSTikkyTokky. Now in this video, I kind of want to talk about who this man is, how he first rose to fame, how he's been in loads of drama recently that isn't even tied to him being arrested, why he is arrested in the first place, and we're also going to cover all of these videos that have been popping up in the last month regarding HSTikkyTokky, which people have been baffled at. So let's get into this. So HSTikkyTokky is a 24-year-old influencer from down south in the UK, and he first rose to fame from doing fitness content. I believe he would often do like transformation videos, like after he's worked out and all of that kind of jazz, taking your top off and just being like, look at me, look how fit I am, by the way. Still yet to achieve that. One day I will get there, hopefully. Right now I even think the wind could beat me in a fight. But a lot of people know him from the TikTok content he would often post with his friend Ed Matthews. They had this series where they would basically go on holiday and drop loose game, they called it, where basically they just try and get the number of various girls and see how many girls' numbers they can get in one day. As you do when you're an absolute lad, right? We've all done it. No, I haven't. Don't have the confidence for that when I was single. If somebody asked me to go up to a girl when I was single, I genuinely would just curl into a ball and die. Nah, sorry, it's okay. Don't want to bother them, you see. It was very like lads type of content. He has some clips of it.
I'm a cheerleader. I can tell your outfit's so sexy. You've got a six-pack. You're fit. Like, give me a hug. You are.
Thank you.
You are a rocket. I'll see you later, yeah? Go on.
What's your name?
Harrison.
Harrison.
Wait, you are the fittest bird I've seen in it, by the way. Banging body as well. Spin it. Oh, right. You're...
Oh my god, this guy has got like the 1, 2, 3, and 4 of like how to be a boy nail. How many girls do you think he said that you're the fittest bird I've ever seen to? Possibly a lot. Giving the girl a twirl as well. I feel like this guy is just a Gaz G Show regen. There was even clips where fans would come up to him and then he would start flirting with their mothers.
My daughters take a picture with
Oh, listen, yeah. Wait, yeah. Wait, you are an absolute rocket. Forget the daughters. Wait, who are you?
Could you imagine how mortified you'd be if you like asked an influencer who you like for a photo and then they start trying to just shag your man? You'd be like, oh no, I wish I never asked now. Your favourite influencer becomes your new stepdad. That's an arc that I never want to happen. But a lot of people seem to gravitate towards this guy and become like a follower of his. I think it was down to his charisma and, you know, different various things that they saw in him. And as his following grew and grew, it seemed like his content kind of changed to more kind of flexing and showing how rich he is. I believe he said that one year he made over £20 million from trading. Allegedly, that's what he said. I don't know if I believe him, because that is a hell of a lot of money. And one of HS's main growth strategies is definitely kind of creating fake storylines and making things up so that people talk about them, so that, you know, more clips are produced on TikTok, he gets more impressions, and he just becomes more famous because of these fake storylines. So it's very hard to know what's real and what's fake with this guy. But in some occasions, when he had beef with an influencer, it would be real, and sometimes these influencers would like pull up on him in public and try to beat him up.
From the UK to hunt me down and beat me up. So do it then, bro.
Listen.
I one-shot you, bro. I one-shot you. I one-shot you. Why camera? Why camera? Why camera?
This is pushing it. No.
Hey, chill, boys. Hey, chill.
So you can sue me, you're broke. Bro, you finish?
Hey, chill, boys. Oh, boys.
I mean, you can't pull up to someone with, you know, gloves on, like fingerless gloves, and, you know, say you're going to beat that person up and then get flawed. You know, that just makes you look like a right knob. It's just ick territory, if I'm being honest. Like, what are you doing with your life? I mean, the shorts alone, personally, you know, that's a big enough crime. But as you can see here, HS kind of, you know, equipped himself quite well. He defended himself, and this got the attention of the world. And I would probably say this was the video that kind of sprung him into worldwide fame, not just in the UK. He had huge celebrities and artists such as Drake saying that he was their favorite streamer.
Chat, this motherfucker Drake is so tapped into this shit. He texts me laughing. Drake texted me. I told HS the same shit. I said, Drake said, bro, this dude HS is my newest favorite streamer. This shit is hilarious. He got my respect. I used to wonder if he was pussy, but he stood tall.
Like, how is Drake saying that you're my favourite streamer? He should have sent HSTikkyTokky over to Kendrick Lamar's house to beat him up. And after this, a lot of these platforms such as YouTube and TikTok and streaming as well kind of, you know, blew up. And a lot of people were kind of talking about him as being the next big thing. And this led to even Louis Theroux deciding to make a documentary where HS was the subject of it.
Did you film on that? Were you filming? When we were just pulling things and moving mad, mate.
No.
What were you doing, bro?
We're looking for you.
How? I had my maps on. Alright, well just follow me, stay behind and
Okay.
get your because we're on live right now.
Okay.
Have you got anything to say to the live, Theroux?
Not really.
Go on, say something, mate. Give me some content.
What are you on? What platform?
Even though it would be like incredible to meet Louis Theroux, I would never want to be a subject of one of his documentaries because every single time he makes one, you know, the person always comes off terrible. He makes documentaries on like, you know, Jimmy Savile or like the leader of the KKK or just the worst people on earth. Why would you want to be the subject of one of his documentaries? Why would you accept this call?
Oh, I'm not making you the content, but someone's saying that you're very good friends with Jimmy Savile. What have you got to say for yourself?
Jimmy Savile. Well, I helped to expose him while he was alive.
They're saying you're friends, and
Well, he's dead, so I can't be friends
you
with him
used to
now.
have a few freak-offs. Anyway, on that note, let's keep it stepping.
So you can see here that obviously the ego of HS, he definitely thinks that he can be the one to be on a Louis Theroux documentary and kind of get the better of Louis Theroux, like kind of take the out of him. From an objective point of view, this just makes me think Louis Theroux's gonna, you know, make the doc even worse for him somehow. And he would continue to kind of mock Louis and just kind of try and get a one-up on him quite a lot of times.
Call me racist, call me misogynist, call me homophobic, call me a scammer. I'm all those things.
Yeah, that's my way of saying I don't care. Say what you want about me. I am that. Yeah, cool. I don't care. And what?
Do you feel you are those things?
No.
You're not homophobic.
No.
I mean,
I'm not racist. I'm the least racist guy you'll meet. I don't have a racist bone in my body.
It is funny because those are kind of just the sound bites for what people would say if they... I don't have a racist bone in my body. I am the least racist person on this earth. I don't even know what that means. What does the least racist person mean?
I'm not homophobic either.
He's not.
I have a gay mate.
But you said that if you're...
No, I actually have a gay mate who I've partied with in Ibiza
said
before.
Well, you know, that is obviously, that kind of scratches that off, you know. How can he be homophobic? He's partied with a gay mate. Clearly isn't disgusted in their presence, okay? I've got a gay mate. That's just the funniest excuse. I've partied with a gay person. Yeah, okay, right, well, that's that sorted.
If you had a son and he was gay, you'd disown him.
That's not homophobic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is homophobia. Now, one thing that Louis Theroux felt really uncomfortable with, you could tell during all of this, is whilst he was filming for the doc, HS was live the entire time. Now, from HS's point of view, I can understand why you would do this, because you're not in control of the edit of the doc, and you are going to want to make sure that they don't edit things to make you look worse than you are. You see it a lot of time with reality TV, that they chop things around and make things look worse than they are. I totally understand that. But still, I feel like you want to leave things that are fresh for the documentary that people haven't already seen. And shortly after this, Louis Theroux kind of called a halt to the documentary piece. He said he's no longer going to be filming for a little while. And at this point, you can definitely see that HS thought that he's kind of got like a W over him, like as if he's kind of outwitted Louis Theroux.
Whatever Louis Theroux puts in the documentary of me, it's not going to affect my life. I'm not primarily paid off of social media. So if every single person unfollowed me tomorrow, I will still make bread, I will still live a good life. That's why I can say what I want. I'm not actually bothered. So Theroux, whatever he wants to say, that's cool. I don't care.
Now, whether or not you believe that, I don't think I really believe that, because I feel like a lot of his money definitely does come from social media. He claims to have many businesses that aren't nothing to do with social media, yet everything this guy does is on social media, so why would he spend all of his time on social media if it's not actually his main source of income? Like, it doesn't really add up to me. Surely you would just spend all of your time, you know, building your businesses and doing whatever you do offline to create even more money, because you can tell that this guy is really bothered about money and that's his main source of kind of motivation. So I don't really believe what he's kind of saying there. I definitely feel like he probably is a bit apprehensive about this documentary coming out, and that's why he wanted everything live streamed. And I think he's trying to convince himself that he got the upper hand over Louis Theroux. But one thing that does seem to have HSTikkyTokky off, where other people have got the upper hand on him, is all of the new AI slop videos that have been made about this guy. Now, I'm thinking about making a whole video on this app called Sora 2, which has just launched. It's basically like an AI slop version of TikTok where people create like the worst AI videos for no reason at all. And the only reason I haven't made the video yet is because I just can't be asked to put myself through reacting to those. Now, before we react to this, I do want to make it clear, we all know, you know, the bad things about AI. You know, I'm not praising any of these AI videos when I'm about to react to them. I actually wish that they would stop because they are really scary and also they're really harmful. But I find it really interesting that after this app has launched, many people have decided to kind of use HSTikkyTokky in their AI slop videos.
I'm the gay little fairy. Open the door, please.
That is actually terrifying how real that is. Like, that is terrifying. Also, somebody has spent their, like, spare time typing into a prompt going, make HSTikkyTokky dress as a princess and knock on a door. Oh, that's mint, that, like.
Boys, I'm so glad I decided to come out as gay. Like, look at me. I'm living, honey. You better get used to it, because this is the real me, bitches. That's queen. Period. We are out here in Dubai, serving heels, serving attitude.
This is mental. Like, if you look at the like count on this as well, it's got over 300,000 likes. That, like, this absolutely blew up. And it's going to be making HSTikkyTokky even more famous in the process. So the people that think they're taking the out of him by doing this, they're actually just feeding into his brand and exactly what he wants, because his entire brand is based on getting as many impressions as possible. He's not asked about building a community on like YouTube or anything like that. He just wants loads of clips edited of him so more and more people hear about him and know about him, so that he can feed whatever he's doing to that audience. Now, very shortly we are going to get on to HS's reaction, because it's really, really bad to these videos apparently.
Have that. Oh, heavens. All bull. That is all bull. Are you blind? Don't even think about it. Yellow for what? For what? I'm getting up clean.
Do you know what? I don't even, like, this one is kind of more realistic because, you know, I would believe that HSTikkyTokky, if he felt the need to, would kick a random grandma. I don't know why, he just gives us that kind of vibe. If, like, nobody was looking, I feel like he would do it. Now, when these were coming on my For You page, I was thinking, like, how would I feel if my face was on, you know, these kind of videos, and some of them are very realistic? Like, how would I react? Would I be worried? Would I find them funny? Would I ask people to stop? Like, how would I kind of play it? My first reaction was I wouldn't take offense to it. However, HSTikkyTokky seems like this has really, really hurt him.
Me and Jake are both gay. We love men. Yes, guys, it's true. Me and HS are gay.
Bruv, the problem is, people see this, yeah, and they do not understand, yeah? They do not understand that this is fake, yeah? They're gonna think that I'm a certain way inclined.
I mean, what person is going to look at this video and think this is real? Who's going to think this is real? How old is your audience?
It's hard for me to finally let this and myself out. I'm out the closet! That is just way too far. Like, that's defamation. Do you understand what you're doing to my life? Like, that's why it's not a joke. Do you actually understand what you're doing?
Like, you can see he seems genuinely really annoyed here, which I'm really surprised at, because nothing really seems to affect this guy in terms of like him like reacting this way. So instantly I was thinking, is he kind of reacting more angry so that more people make the videos? Later on we are going to see, you know, possible proof for this.
Alright, time to get up. This thing makes it easier. Just hit this button and let it do the work. There we go. It slides right under me. Nice and smooth. That, yeah, brings me up every absolutely time. Get out of bed a whole disgusting, bruv. Not genuinely, yeah. That is absolutely disgusting.
I mean, it is, you know, like if he's talking about the AI, then fair enough, that is disgusting, you know, using AI to do some slop like this. Have some shame.
I'm not even joking, bruv. People be thinking, yeah, that I'm some type of with these AI videos. That's why I don't find it funny. People be saying I'm sensitive. People be saying that it's not a joke. When I have actual people that respect me, that used to respect me, that don't respect me anymore.
Seriously? Sorry, I don't want to laugh too much, you know. I want to be respectful to his feelings here, his apparent feelings. Who is that really a friend in the first place? Like, wouldn't they just be happy for you? Like, if they really thought this was real and this came on their FYP, surely as a friend they would be like, okay, Harrison is wearing dresses now and, you know, wearing hoops through his ears. If he's happy, I'm happy because I'm a friend. Is there really people that have unfollowed him over this, thinking that, you know, this is real? Because I don't think they're friends in the first place, or friends you really want to have in your life.
Then I've got videos of me in a ballerina class, or like saying, oh, I'm gay, I'm coming out as gay, I hope you guys accept me, or talking to a child. How are my potential investors going to look at that, or my already great plethora of investors going to look at me after seeing them videos? Because they're older people, they don't understand that that's AI.
Now, this is something that he keeps saying, and he kind of insinuates that this is the reason why he's so annoyed, because investors in him are going to pull out. And when he started saying this, I thought he was taking the rage bait up a notch, like he was trying to get people to make more videos so his investors pull out. Because genuinely, like, if people have enough money to invest, they're very clearly multi-millionaires. Why would they fall for this? They're multi-millionaires. They've got to be clever to some degree. Like, if they're falling for this, they don't deserve their money. Now, HS actually took it one step further by saying he's going to sue every single person that makes more of these videos.
I'm Harrison Sullivan, and I'm just the gayest little gay bod. I'm so sexy. That's getting sent to my lawyer.
This combined...
The fact he actually took a photo of it. Like, what's that conversation gonna go down? Like, how's that gonna go down in the WhatsApp group chat? Yeah, you're all right, Mr. Lawyer. He has another one. Someone's, you know, making us out to be gay when I'm not. Can you sue them, please? Can you? Can you take all the money in the house, please? Thank you, Mr. Lawyer. What are you gonna sue them for? How is this defamation? Because if you're saying it's defamation, you're basically saying being gay is a bad thing.
AI is super defamation. I don't talk like that at all.
Oh, so it's the voice. It's not actually, you know, the being gay part that he's stressed about. It's the voice. That's what he's suing for. Okay, that makes sense.
I don't care if you're getting paid. Like, why are you doing that? Like, bro, this is actually damaging my image. I'm not even joking, and I'll genuinely start suing people that are putting videos like this up about me. I don't find that funny.
I like it because it evens things out without feeling heavy. I put a pump on a flat brush and start in the centre of the face and sweep it out. Little circles give the smoothest finish. A damp sponge melts it.
Bruv, the problem is, people see this, yeah, and they do not understand, yeah? They do not understand that this is fake, yeah? Older people see this, investors.
I'm just imagining, like, him, you know, walking into a meeting that he's had scheduled for a month with just loads of, you know, like 60-year-old investors. For some reason, they're investing into HSTikkyTokky. I don't know what the payoff is. I don't know if he's gonna, like, you know, give them all, like, a free training program or something. I don't know. They're ready to sign the deal. They're there. They're ready. And then one of the older guys goes on his phone to do, like, an electronic signature, but accidentally clicks on TikTok and sees HSTikkyTokky doing a makeup routine and then just pulls out of the deal. This is how I'm imagining that it goes down. At least this is what HSTikkyTokky's making it out to be. Like I was mentioning before, the reason why I started this video off kind of talking about how he grew, how he likes to build impressions, how his entire business model online is based around people talking about him and people telling other people about him, so then more and more people know about him. It's like a word of mouth thing. People making these AI videos is only, you know, making him more money. It's only making him more famous. So why would he sue these people when his entire brand before this has been built on people clipping him up? It makes no sense. And to me, it was just obvious rage bait from the start, and it's really surprising that people think they're actually hurting this man and people think that they're actually, you know, getting one over him, when in reality he's actually like one step ahead of you. I'm not trying to make out as if he's this genius, because I don't even know if it's that much of a clever thing he's doing. I think kids are just falling for it and unfortunately, inadvertently making more AI slop, ruining the environment. One thing to back this up is I have heard rumours that you have to kind of sign up for this app and give your consent for people to, you know, be able to use your face in these sort of videos. I'm not saying that's fact, because when I've looked into it is very sketchy the way that it's worded, so I can't really confirm or deny it. But one thing I kind of have found to back it up is Ed Matthews, who is a really close friend of HSTikkyTokky, has kind of confirmed that he didn't sign up for it, so they can't use his face.
Why do you think you haven't seen one Ed Matty AI video, bruv? Because I ain't signing up to that. You gotta make a Sora account, bro, and that it's dangerous game, bro.
So this is like a close friend of HS, and they would have clearly have talked about it. So here you can kind of understand a little bit more about if, you know, HS is actually being serious with his reactions to them. Now, moving on, one thing that definitely will hurt the possibility of future investors investing all of their life savings into HSTikkyTokky is him getting arrested. Now, just to give you an overview summary of the situation, back in 2024, HSTikkyTokky allegedly crashed a car with General G inside of it. It wasn't his car, I believe he was renting it. We do hear from the person he was renting the car from later in this video. Weirdly, I couldn't find any footage of this apart from this one TikTok where it's in like a tiny box.
HS has walked off, left his McLaren and walked off.
TikTok star HSTikkyTokky, real name Harrison Sullivan, has responded after reportedly crashing his car with fellow influencer General G on board. The pair are thought to have been involved in a crash while HS was driving his McLaren 720S. The footage was reportedly filmed in Surrey, while unverified claims also suggested that HS had fled the scene after the incident. However, HS has since responded to the news and posted on X, "Don't believe everything you see on the net. I'm seeing a lot of bollocks."
So, as you can see here, HS denied it, but that car was crashed. HSTikkyTokky was apparently driving it. And General G was on the floor, by the way, at this point, looking like he was on the verge of death. And at this point, General G and HSTikkyTokky were making a lot of content together. So, it did point to the fact as that HS was driving that car. Now, ever since that incident, he fled the country. I don't really know if he fled, but he moved to Dubai. So, he wasn't really in the jurisdiction of the UK police, so they couldn't really grab him. Like, they'd have to go overseas. I don't really know if like they can do that, if they've got any weight abroad. And from the noises I was hearing, they basically were waiting for him to come back to the UK, and one big reason why he wasn't coming back was the possibility that he could be arrested. And then just by chance, very recently, HS announced to his audience on his streaming platform that he is actually going to be coming back to the UK. He also posted this on his socials saying, "Everyone send a prayer. Big love to everyone who's made this some of the most memorable of my life. What a community we've got in here. Hopefully IRL tomorrow." And then he also started kind of saying like weird goodbyes to his audience.
I do want to say, if this is the last time that I do speak to you on live, it could be. But if this is the last time that I speak to you boys for a minute, then thank you for watching, supporting, helping me. I'll be back. Big love, boys, yeah?
That, to me, seems like he's thinking something bad's gonna happen. You know, he's kind of setting it up just in case, like a little bit of a safety net. He's either getting murdered or he's getting put in prison. Something is happening to this man that is stopping him from streaming. And then if by chance, yesterday, I woke up and I saw this news. TikTok star HSTikkyTokky arrested following year-long manhunt after swerving court for crashing 230k McLaren. You know, I don't want to take the police here. I don't know how dumb they are, but was it really a manhunt? Like everybody else knew where he was. Did you know? Just go on TikTok. You could have seen he was in Dubai at his flat. It comes after he failed to appear at Guildford Magistrates Court in November last year. So he missed a court appearance, which you don't want to do, obviously. Honestly, I don't know how people miss court appearances or do stuff like that. Like, my anxiety would be through the roof. I would be there early. Like, I'd be there the day before. I'd be camping out, man. As if it's like a new trainer dropping. The fact that some people could do this and just not feel any guilt is just incredible to me. A spokesperson said a 24-year-old man from Hutton, Essex was arrested on Friday the 10th of October for failing to appear at court for dangerous driving. He appeared at Guildford Magistrates Court on Saturday and has been remanded ahead of a further court appearance at Staines Magistrate Court on Tuesday the 14th of October, which is today as of recording this. Now, I have searched everywhere to find the exact charges for this because, you know, like when someone crashes their car, they don't, you know, often get prison time. Like, that's not really a kind of remand that is, you know, that's not really a punishment for that, really. You can get banned from driving and stuff like that, but prison time, you know, unless you really hurt somebody else. But you know, off that video, you can't really tell what's happened. But I did find the charges that he is allegedly facing. One is dangerous driving, failing to stop after an accident, driving without third-party insurance. So the guy didn't even have insurance on this car that he was renting. And apparently as well, he might be facing legal consequences for flooding the country. And after reading this article and reading the charges, it did make me consider, like, why did he fled the scene? Like, for what reason? Like, I know there's a number of reasons why he might have done it. He might have felt scared. He might have wanted to avoid legal consequences. And he would have hoped that, I don't know, that General G or anyone else wouldn't have snitched on him. Maybe he knew that he could go to Dubai and, you know, like the time that it would take for the police to eventually get him, he can strike a deal, which I imagine he possibly has done to, you know, come back to the UK voluntarily. Like, I couldn't imagine he would come back to the UK knowing that he's going to face prison time. I just don't think like he would want that personally. Now, the fallout from this news appearing in all of the tabloids is kind of crazy. We've actually got a response from General G, who was in the car at the time and also passed out on the side of the road after the crash.
5 years in jail, throw away the key, good riddance. Honestly, it's been a long time coming. The amount of crimes he's committed, and he thought he was untouchable. He thought he could get away with it. Now, who's laughing.
This man is like Darth Sidious. General G in HSTikkyTokky, I remember, fell out like quite a while ago. This guy has been playing the long game. He's ready, you know, for the fall off of HSTikkyTokky. He's first in line. He's got VIP seats to it. Got the 3D glasses on ready. I do find it interesting that he's made a TikTok about it though. Like, and obviously he was the one that was there, so he'll know what the actual situation is. I would never trust General G on anything, but for this situation, I am going to hear him out a little bit. But I do find his reaction strange, because on a podcast previously he has said that it wasn't HSTikkyTokky's fault what happened.
Broke ribs, it almost killed me.
Yeah, but you didn't need to
but
film.
I did. Technically, this is what pissed me off. Technically, it was the other driver's fault because they did a manoeuvre where they blocked the 2 lanes of traffic and we crashed into them.
So, as you can see here, I don't know if he's trying to just kind of stick up for his mate at the time, or if they weren't mates. I don't know. It's really hard to work out General G. Just the fact that he wears one glove on one hand and keeps the other hand bare is enough to make me not trust him. His mate Ed Matthews has also reacted to the news, and it's just good to listen to like the people around him or people who know him to kind of figure out what's actually happening here.
It just is live every day. It's not a manhunt, is it? But realistically, yeah, this is the problem. It's all just blown out of proportion. It was a car crash, like... Realistically, that's not prison time. A car crash is not prison time.
Like I've said before, like I agree that an actual car crash by itself, if, you know, nobody was hurt and you just kind of crashed into the side of the road or whatever happened, that's obviously not prison time. But why would you like leave the country, and why would you not face the, you know, the repercussions for your actions if it's not going to be that severe? This is what kind of confuses me with it. I just don't understand why you would apparently allegedly run away. Now, even the guy who HSTikkyTokky rented the McLaren from has even responded to this news coming out.
I've just seen on the news that HSTikkyTokky has finally been arrested for crashing my McLaren almost 2 years ago now. What do you think of that, King? The King, he's not happy, and I just wanted to touch on a couple things. Number one, I still have not received my McLaren back because the UK police are very slow.
Can you imagine that, by the way? Like, you know, you rent your car out with like a very expensive car, it gets crashed, and then the police just keep it for 2 years. You would be fuming.
Number two, this video is actually not a shit on HS for once.
I'm the gay little fairy.
As much as I want to, I actually feel bad for him and his family. Obviously, I'm down money, I'm down time. But, I mean, he's just a kid at the end of the day, and obviously... You make a lot of mistakes when you're young. I still make mistakes. Everyone does. And obviously, because he's big on social media, gets highlighted on a bigger scale. So I wish him and the best and his family. I hope he's okay.
Now, I do find this interesting that he's kind of made peace with it. I guess it has been 2 years now, so he's had time to kind of cope with the repercussions of what happened. And I do think he does have a point that everything that, you know, big social media people do is under the microscope. But there's making mistakes, and then there's crashing someone else's car, and then, you know, leaving the country. I don't know if you can really call that a mistake. Maybe it is, okay? Like, if you group it all as one thing, it's a very big mistake. A humongous mistake, if you will. I actually do remember this guy confronting HSTikkyTokky about crashing his car and like not giving him any money for it. This was like at the start of the year, I believe.
Put it up now, let's see what he's got to say. Yo, where the is my money?
You've actually come here, you alright?
Bro, this is no joke.
What do you mean, where's your money, mate? It's in your mate. That's
bro, you
where
owe
it's
me
at.
150k, where's my money?
It's in your ass, mate. You're actually gonna pull up, stand up.
Mixing in this little rental SVJ.
Rental, mate.
Yeah,
you know
this guy's acting hard here.
You know how much
he's acting hard here because he's a yeah, hiding behind the police.
Let's go then.
Come on, then. Come. This guy's a little man, acting all hard for the camera, bro. First opportunity he gets here, he just dips out.
I don't understand how this bloke, like, lives his life every single day. Like, I get stressed out if, you know, the Royal Mail guy gives us the package and I say, like, have a nice day in, like, a weird voice, or, you know, like, it doesn't sound normally, or I have a voice break when I say it. I'll be thinking about that for, like, a week. This guy, like, you know, crashes someone else's car, leaves the country, doesn't say anything to that guy, and feels no remorse. He's like, just happens, innit? Everyone makes mistakes. It's kind of wild that this guy tracked him down to Dubai and also tried to fight him in Dubai. If there's one place that I wouldn't want to fight somebody, it is there. You know, the repercussions are pretty, you know, severe. But it is going to be interesting to see what actually happens with this situation, because we've seen very recently, especially this year, like a lot of, you know, social media influencers that find themselves, you know, breaking the law in certain countries. The repercussions are, they do seem to be a lot more severe. It's almost like governments are kind of, you know, putting their foot down and making an example out of these people. Now, you're probably wondering what was the outcome of his first hearing on Tuesday, which is today. Well, I've actually recently just found out the information. So the case has actually been adjourned until the 24th of October, which I find really interesting, because obviously he would have thought that everything would have been sorted and then he can just go back, you know, to Dubai or wherever he wants to go to. But they very clearly, like, knew they were going to do this when he was coming to the country, like, you know, extend it so they've got more time to, I don't know, build evidence or anything. He's going to be in the UK for 2 weeks. And what's even more surprising is he's been denied bail. So he's going to be in custody for this amount of time. So obviously he's not going to be streaming or anything. So it is very interesting the way that they're treating him. Like I said previously, are they going to make an example out of him and get him on multiple charges? I have no idea. But this is a really scary time for him right now. And you know, like, I hope he has his family and everyone around him. I mean, I'm not a fan of this guy or anything. I don't, you know, I know I've done a video on him, but I don't like watch his content in my free time or anything. But this would be a scary time for anybody, you know, and I just hope he's kind of got good people around him. So yeah, I don't know what the potential investors are going to think about this, especially when people are continuing to make AI slop videos where they're making HSTikkyTokky appear in prison. Can't see this one going down well for those investors. Anyway, if you do want to watch another video from me that is on a current situation right now, click this video right here. I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.
Kirkham, baby.